Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're tackling one of the absolute hardest, sweat-inducing job interview questions you're ever gonna face. You know the one. And we are going to completely transform your answer. We'll turn it into a commercially aware, winning script that proves, without a doubt, you've got exactly what it takes to succeed. If you've ever felt that sudden wave of panic during an interview when they ask about how you lead, well, you're in exactly the right place.
We've all been in the hot seat, right? Staring across the table and facing this dreaded prompt. How would you describe your leadership style? It seems like a super simple, innocent question on the surface, but make no mistake, how you answer this literally makes or breaks your chances of landing the job. Most people, they completely fail this question by being way too vague. They fall into a very predictable trap, and man, the second it happens, the hiring manager just completely checks out.
And that trap usually sounds a little something like this. Oh, I lead by example and I'm a really friendly boss. Look, whatever you do, please do not use this response. Sure, it sounds nice, it sounds agreeable, but it tells the hiring manager absolutely nothing about your actual ability to deliver results or manage a high-performing team. In fact, it's pretty much a guaranteed way to lose the job because it completely lacks any real substance.
Let's actually break down the reality of this situation. You might think telling them you're a friendly boss who leads by example is a great, safe answer, but what is that hiring manager actually hearing? They're hearing an alarming lack of evidence, no proof at all that you can manage a high-performing team. You haven't explained what leading by example actually means for their business. You've basically given them zero proof of your capabilities.
Okay, so let's fix it. We're going to dive into a brilliant three-step formula that solves this exact problem. This formula leverages the psychological power of three to prove you have the absolute authority to lead any team to success. To describe your leadership style effectively, you really need to define it through three critical things: active listening, ownership, and commercial awareness.
So let's start with Pillar 1, active listening. Consider this core philosophy for a second. The smartest person in the room is the one who speaks last. A truly great leader listens way more than they speak. And why is that? Well, because they need to gather vital information before making any major decisions. Think about it. If you're doing all the talking, you aren't learning a single thing from your team. By highlighting active listening, you immediately show the interviewer that you're a collaborative, thoughtful leader. You're someone who gathers all the facts before delivering a clear, confident message.
Moving right along to Pillar 2, taking ownership.
Here, you absolutely must show the hiring manager that you are a proactive problem solver. You're the kind of person who faces challenges head-on and takes full responsibility. You don't just leave problems for others to deal with, and you certainly don't pass the buck when things get tough. Look, an amateur blames their team, right? But a true leader takes total ownership of the problem to ensure a successful outcome for the business. Honestly, showing this level of maturity and discipline is a massive game changer.
And that brings us to Pillar 3, commercial awareness.
Now, this is where we really see the chain reaction of good leadership. You need to show the interviewer that you understand you are fundamentally running a business. Your ultimate goal as a leader isn't just to make people happy. It's ensuring that your team's performance aligns perfectly with the company's overarching goals. And most importantly, you need to state that you aim to deliver a really strong return on the salary they are paying your team. I promise you, when an interviewer hears you talk about a return on investment regarding your team's salary, their ears are going to instantly perk up. That is pure commercial awareness in action.
All right, let's put it all together into the winning interview script.
Here is your ultimate payoff. I highly recommend you grab a pen, write this down, and practice it. Notice how perfectly this whole thing maps to our three pillars. You're going to start by saying, my leadership style is based on three key pillars. First, I am a collaborative leader who practices active listening. I believe in listening more than I speak to ensure I gather all the facts before delivering a clear and confident message. Then you smoothly transition to the second pillar. Second, I lead with accountability. I am a proactive problem solver and I always take ownership of challenges to ensure we achieve a successful outcome for the business. And finally, you close it out strong. Finally, I am a commercially aware leader. I understand that my team's performance must align with the company's goals, and I work hard to ensure we always provide a strong return on investment through our results. See how powerful that is? It's a fantastic top-scoring answer because it proves you aren't just some friendly boss. You are a disciplined, commercially focused leader who knows exactly how to win.
So, armed with this commercially aware formula that we've broken down in today's explainer, you've got a big choice to make before your next interview. When they ask you how you lead, are you just going to be another friendly boss who gets completely forgotten the second you walk out the door? Or will you be the highly disciplined, commercially aware powerhouse they actually want to hire? The choice is yours. Practice the script, own those pillars, and go show them exactly how you win.